Hi, my name is Karla Mansur. I'm a divorce and family law attorney in Concord, Massachusetts. I want to talk to you today about alternative dispute resolution. So a lot of what we do and you hear about is the stuff that happens in court, but there's a whole active world where divorces are happening outside of the courtroom. They're happening for less money, they're happening more efficiently, and they're happening privately, which is a big concern for a lot of people. I've been in court on many occasions and had my clients say, oh my God, that's my son's teacher in the courtroom, or that's our neighbor. You know, the courtroom is a very public place. On a motion session day, there's sometimes, 40 to 60 cases on the list, and it's standing room only. And it's hard for litigants to be in that situation where they're in front of the judge, and sometimes they're saying some of the most sordid, worst details that have happened in their lives in front of a room full of people. So a lot of people, when they come to me, are concerned about that, and rightfully so. If that's the case, we talk about the potential of mediation. Mediation is when you go to someone, you and your spouse, and try to work it out. I help advise you behind the scenes, but I'm not in the room. Another one that's gaining a lot more traction recently is conciliation. Conciliation is a great tool. Basically, it's a neutral third party that meets with you, your attorney, your spouse, and their attorney, potentially in different rooms or all together, depending on the circumstances, but works with all four of you to try to reach an agreement and provides context that how court might see a situation. So it's helpful that way. If your case isn't going to resolve and you just need a decision, arbitration is still an amazing option. And I've written clauses like this into a lot of prenups for incredibly high net worth individuals who don't want the details of their financials known or their personal life, and who really value privacy. So I've done it that way. But I've also done it for people, everyday people, even if they don't have a lot of money, because the court systems can be so bogged down and so slow, and sometimes it takes 2 to 3 years to get to a trial date because the judges just don't have the bandwidth. There's a lot of retired judges out there doing arbitration. It's a much more relaxed process in terms of the rules. You can actually work with the arbitrator to set your own process that makes more sense. So a lot of times it's a lot less expensive, but it's a lot quicker as well. Because I've tried a lot of cases in the, probate and family courts, and you're not even getting a decision from the court for 6 months, sometimes a year. So all these other options are great, and I generally tell clients you might as well consider it, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But the upside, the potential benefit to doing them is so enormous that it's something you should probably consider.